This podcast is part of the Zeo to Hero Podcast Network.
You know, their Sentai seasons. You actually have like an American Ranger from Cosmic Fury and Dino Fury.
Chance
Perez.
Yep.
So that's that. I did not expect that one either. I did not expect that.
So long story short, September. So Kaiju was actually supposed to be another. So we're gonna have two more phenomenal this year.
Oh, okay.
And I had booked Chance right before the last more phenomenal, but it was gonna be for. And then that's when things changed, and we to Kaiju, and we still had his contract was still signed for those dates, so we're just like, hey, why not just put him on the show? And once we told him like, hey, a couple things changed, he was still super excited to even be a part of the show. And now with how many people we have and announced, I'm still getting emails from people asking, hey, can I be a part of the show?
Whoa!
But it's like we've come to the point where it's either somebody has to sponsor you or you fly yourself to the event.
Right.
Heroes rise when shadows cast through the timelines flying fast. Legends old with stories vast. In their hands the morphers clasped.
All right, everybody, welcome to this episode of Zeo. Why am I hearing beeps? I'm hearing beeps. Do I have a tumor? Do I have a tumor?
Beep.
Okay.
Beep.
But, yeah, no, that was the other Discord was beeping, so that's what it was. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, now that I have self-diagnosed myself without a tumor, welcome to tonight's episode of Zeo to Hero, where I'm Billy, and I'm always joined by my brother, Jim. And Jim,
watch you just stroke out with a tumor right now, like done.
Sorry, Control Alt deleted me. So we are finally back. It has been a while. I know Jim has got a promotion that took him away from the podcasting scene, and I have been working crazy hours from 7 to 8 almost, and weekends. So we have finally had a chance to get off, and we're now making another episode. So welcome to this week's episode.
Wait,
sorry,
we're making less money, more episodes, and less free time. Yeah.
So we got to get some housekeeping right out of the way, right off the bat. Jim, we know we give Jim a hard time for being a Yeti, being hidden, winning hide and seek competitions, right? Well, across TikTok, somebody has come out with a Yeti vlog, and they are spilling all the Yeti secrets. And we have got to get on this train. We got to shut it down. We can't let them find out how Jim is staying hidden this whole time.
Well, if we know the is this called Yeti Vlog, right?
That's literally it. It's called Yeti Vlogs.
Like, just buy the domain and just forward it towards Zeo to Hero.
And we got the lawyers. We got the Z brother lawyers. So
Zeo to Hero, Zeo to Hero, to Zeo to Hero.
That's right. So that's the first one. Second one, we were on another podcast called the Cubby Chats Podcast. You can find them on all different platforms, except for, I think, Apple Podcast. But definitely go check them out. We were on there talking Power Rangers with him, and we actually defended our hero, Steve Cardenas, as Rocky. And Rocky actually commented on the video saying, hey, great work, So definitely check that out, too, while you're listening to us. Go check it out after this one. Cubby chats with the Cubby himself, the Stranger Things guy. So definitely.
Oh yeah, the Stranger Things guy. That's all he's known for. No, he's known for a bunch of other things, but Stranger Things guy.
Yeah. So tonight's episode, we're gonna talk about a movement going on somewhere in the South. We have been before. We have attended MorePhenomenal Expo, and they actually kind of last time we talked to Adam and Muffin, they kind of described a little bit of what's going on, but they didn't tell us what was going on for future plans. But recently, after our episode with them, they kind of told us a little bit about, or they released information of what was coming on, and we actually have a new voice with us tonight to kind of dive into the newest event that they're hosting later this year in San Antonio, and we are with Johnny Badass V.
Hey, that is my name. Don't wear it out. I'm just kidding.
So
no, just keep it simple. Johnny V. It's fine.
Johnny V. All right. So now that we got you here, would you like to kind of like introduce what the event is that they kind of threw out there on social media? And I already have vendors and guests lined up, so I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, so I mean, as most of everybody knows, it was always MorePhenomenal Expo.
Mhm.
So from 2017 up until now, so the idea was brought up probably a couple years ago, where we just kind of looked at each other. We're just saying, like, where do we go from here? Like, Power Rangers is pretty much come to an end.
Mhm.
We can keep getting guests, but like eventually it's going to run out. And we were all into anime. We all liked Japanese pop culture. So it was just pretty much we didn't know when it was going to happen, but we wanted it to happen. So that's where Adam and Muff were kind of just like, hey, we just made this event. I didn't even know the name at first. I just knew it was something that was gonna happen. So then we're posting in stories, the little logo, Kaiju Matsuri, and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Like, is that like an event that we're gonna go promote at or something? And nope, there it goes. That was us. That was our new event. So, so yeah, it was a surprise to me, but it was a surprise to everybody. And there was rumors, I guess, at the last expo that it might have been the last one, but we're not for sure because we kind of want to expand. We want to be more than just Power Rangers. We want to be anime, wrestling, whatever that the people want, we want to get.
There you go.
So,
yeah. So do you have a date yet for this Kaiju Matsuri?
So it'll be September 13th and 14th this year. Will be the first Kaiju Matsuri.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, I mean it's gonna be action packed, like,
And
for sure.
Same location, right? The Wonderland.
Same location. Yep, the Wonderland of the Americas.
There you go. I love that little location. I know it's a small mall, but it's like so fitting for what you do. Like the shops there, like complement what y'all do.
Yeah, I mean it's a big space, like for something little that we want to do. And I mean, there's been ideas of trying to go elsewhere to, like, the actual, like, event venues, like, the Henry B maybe one day, but it's kind of been like, we wanted to keep it more, like, affordable with everybody still. That's why it's always free admission whenever we hold an event there. We just ask a little bit for the guest area because we put our money into it. It comes out of our pockets.
Exactly.
Or if we have any help from sponsors, like, it's only so little, and the rest still comes out from our pockets. So
yeah,
we always do what we can.
And that's what I love about what y'all do. And we've talked to Adam and Muffin about this too, and we know the struggles that it can cause. And I mean, what y'all do, like, y'all pulled off, well, the two that we've gone to personally, y'all pulled off some amazing, events there for MorePhenomenal Expo. So I can only imagine how great Kaiju Matsuri is going to be. And when y'all released that, I was like, oh man, I didn't think y'all going to do that. It shocked me. And I was like, Kaijus, I've been getting into Kaijus. And then y'all started releasing like y'all's guest list, and I was like blown away. I was like, how in the world did they do that? So
Right. I mean,
So if you guys can get Bryan Cranston there, I will lose my ever loving shit.
yeah.
It's funny you say that. My wife and I had just started watching Breaking Bad. Like,
Oh.
I know it's been out for so long, but
Yeah.
like it's finally like
It's
she gave into
heads
it.
up.
And
That's a wild ride, by the way.
I know.
It's good.
We're
Wild.
on season 3 now.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
When
No.
that's the season we realize he's not gonna do anything funny.
Don't tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. So
yeah. So yeah, if you want to talk about the guest lineup, it's
yeah. Well,
it's
I was
insane.
gonna, like I said before recording, we definitely got to hear your villain origin story of how you entered MorePhenomenal Expo, how you came to being friends with the crew out there.
Yeah, of course. So I met the guys. It was back in 2017 at the Victoria, Texas Comic Con. So
Wow.
it was gonna be my first time meeting Austin St. John. Yeah, we just came back from conventions, and I heard about this group that one of my buddies called the Texas Power Rangers, and so my buddy at the time, Leo, he introduced me to Adam, Adrian, Paul, Kim, Diana, just pretty much the whole crew, and we all became friends from that point on. And it wasn't until later that year that I saw an event being posted in San Antonio for MorePhenomenal Expo. So I immediately messaged Adam. I was like, "Hey man, this Power Ranger convention's coming to Texas. Oh man, I'm so hype." And he plays it off like, "Oh yeah, I know. I heard. I saw. I wonder where it's gonna be and who's gonna be there." And then this whole time it was him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, cool. You guys are the ones that are doing it. And
Those punks.
so then they had me be a vendor there that year. So yeah, very first year I was not big into the whole thing. I did help out a couple with just a few things that they needed, but yeah. So after the first year, they continued on and they asked me the following if I wanted to be a part of it, as a part of the team, and I said, hell yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm a big fan, and you guys are awesome, so. So at that point on, I was pretty much uh, partner, or but my role changed every year. So I've been with them since pretty much day one, I guess.
Okay.
And so I've been the talent guy now for the past few years. So I've been the one booking everybody, except for the Japanese guests. That's been Adam. So
Oh, okay.
he has this connection. He has this connection there with Anne from Toku Spirits.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay. Now, the question I have is, were you always in another state while helping, or were you here first?
no, I lived in Texas. So I moved down there in 2015 just for a few years and moved back to Michigan in 2018.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I mean, I've been doing whatever I can from my side. So emails or promoting on
Right.
social media. So anything that didn't require me to be down there, I would do on my end from up here.
Oh, okay. Okay. What would you say is the hardest part from working from a whole different state?
So not being able to be down there to really promote at different conventions, because I
Oh,
know the guys travel. They go
yeah.
from con to con to promote our events, and or the last expo that we had, my flight was delayed, so I couldn't even be there to help set up the night before. So
Oh,
it's kind of yeah, that was kind of like a big oof.
Like, damn you, American Airlines! Damn you!
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
But as soon as I landed, to work. Like if something needed to be done, I was right on top of it. So
Okay.
but that was probably like the worst timing that my flight could be delayed. For the
Out of
event.
all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like damn you, Rita. Oh man.
The new CEO of American Airlines is named Rita something. That would be the most ironic thing.
So, y'all actually have an app too that helps y'all, like put out like reminders or new information, and it's called like Fanguru. Is
Yep.
that correct?
Fanguru. Correct.
And how do people find you on Fanguru?
So they can just type in the name MorePhenomenal Expo, or well, actually,
Okay.
it's still under MorePhenomenal on there because I think that's what we had to keep it as. But we can also post like the events, for Kaiju. So
Okay.
So yeah, as long as you can find MorePhenomenal Expo on there, you'll find everything for the next event and so
Okay.
forth.
And I think that's actually a really cool idea because then they can actually from their phone see what time the panels are and stuff like that. Which last year y'all actually had some really fun panels, or the last event, and I really liked those. Those were real fun.
Yeah. So when we made the fan group, like we could put on there, cosplay meetups or things that other people wanted to
Oh.
do. Like, so that was the cool thing about it is there was always like a schedule for something, on there. It didn't have to be just the panels. It could have been for a meetup or the Ultraman card game. Like it was always something new that we could do, especially like trying to keep people entertained and stay there for longer than just a couple hours. We don't want you to just come there and get an autograph and leave. Like
Oh,
we
that
want you
sucked.
to
Yeah.
we want you to be there to enjoy the event.
Yeah, exactly. You meet some really awesome friends too there as well. Like a lot of common interest that you'll never expect to find with somebody else too. And this is a good way to definitely meet up and meet new people.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And funny story. So one of our guys, Jeremy, who was Strife the Warrior, we see each other every year since 2017. And last year he goes, "Hey man, what's your name again?" I was like, "Dude, we have not. You're not asking me that right now." Like we kind of been like, I guess friends, but like, and I guess in his eyes acquaintances now. But
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, you see me every year.
Yeah.
We talk every year.
It's like rude. How
Yeah, I
dare you?
know, right?
Oh man.
But,
So with this Kaiju Matsuri, y'all actually posted one of y'all's guests for April Fool's Day, and I was like, oh haha, that's funny, y'all got Ultraman, right? And I was kind of giving a little fuss to Muffin about it. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be outside because he's like 80 feet tall. But no joke, y'all actually got the voice actor
Ryan,
for Ultraman. So that was actually really cool because then I saw it and I was like, oh, well, now I feel dumb because I gave him heck over this. And so yeah, y'all actually got Ryan. Oh, I can't even say his last name. Negrón.
Negrón, yep.
And boy, he's done a lot of characters as well. So and
and it was a shock, that he was actually available and he was very interested in coming. So
yeah.
like so that I mean he was part of the April Fools, but then he wasn't.
Yeah.
But so was Godzilla and King Kong too,
Yeah. Yeah, you got me. I was like, there's no way. And then I was like, oh, well, damn, now I feel dumb. So, and when you just because I know he's here, so you messaged him, right? That was what you did?
Yeah. So I emailed his agent. Because because we I think we emailed or we messaged him on Instagram, and then I got his agent's contact, and that's who I was talking to, was to get him booked.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay.
Yeah, he's from Dallas, so he's not that far. So
apparently, a lot of voice actors are in Dallas because Crunchyroll's right there.
Yeah,
So
Yep.
and Crunchyroll's
Right
down
there.
down the street from Jim, so he can go work security at the front door.
It's only
So-
10 minutes away from our office. Like it's ridiculous.
So,
Just go pass out my contact information. Let's go.
yeah, have little
Like,
business cards. Yeah,
business card, like
yeah.
business card.
The cool guest that y'all got. Well, there's two. There's actually three. There's three really amazing guests that y'all got.
There's eight of them. Okay, they're all awesome.
They're all there. They're all awesome. But these three stick out to me the most. You actually got I don't want to say his name because I don't want to butcher it, but you got the actual metal hero Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah,
you got
so yep. So we got the brothers. You know, I have a hard time. I think it's Dasuki. I think that's his first name.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, but we got him and his brother who played Dairanger Yellow.
Yes.
So they're actually twins. You know, it's crazy.
Interesting. Okay.
And twins that have both been part of Super Sentai and the Japanese Beetleborgs. So
yes, love it. And then you actually have the Super Sentai. I cannot remember the season name.
Go-Kaiger.
Go-Kaiger. Yeah, you actually got Go-Kaiger Red, which amazing. Yeah. Did not think that was going to happen. That's going to be fun. You actually have Jetman, I think it is. Is it Jetman? She's the bird.
Oh,
or is...
so she was a surprise. So if you want to hear the story about that one,
oh, definitely hit us with it.
So we had the four already like booked. So it was Go-Kaiger Red, Pink, and then Blue Beetle and Dairanger Yellow. And we did a stream one night, and Anne actually joined, and she just like, oh yeah, we're ready for the surprise guest, and we're just like, we this was.
Uh-oh.
And so it actually wasn't her because Muffin, he said she, like we're not gonna announce her yet, and Anne's like, oh yeah, she, and it ended up being her, like yeah, so Jet Pink.
Okay, yep.
I know.
So
Jet Pink. And me, Muffin, and John Redder Trunk, I think we were all just we were surprised because we didn't know. Adam was the only one that knew.
Oh,
and then we got the flyer for her, and I was like, oh, well, look at that. We got 9 guests.
9 guests now, yeah.
9 guests, yeah. So yeah, it was. This whole year has been just surprise after surprise.
Yeah, that's true
for the build up, and I'm just like, man, like this year, it's just gonna be huge, especially with Ryota, like,
Yeah. Now the question: do you think that when the Sentai Rangers go back to Japan, do you think they still like are in contact with their friends and kind of like mention y'all to them or to their agents or anything?
So, I believe Anne is the agent for pretty much anyone over there. So she's been the only one to contact with us for any of the Japanese guests that we've had in the past.
Okay.
So when we had Shiro, that was an offer that was sent to us, right before he was supposed to make his other appearance, and really, why would we pass that up?
Yeah, right, exactly.
So it was him and Reiko that came over, and my goodness, there were so many people there that we couldn't even walk around. Like their lines were just jam packed. So,
oh yeah, yeah, and like the last one for what was it? Go-Kaiger Red? Was it?
Go on. Yep.
So I know that they see that all the time over there in Japan. Like the Super Sentai is like really out there for them, but I did not expect them to see them that excited to see the American actors for the other seasons here in America. Like he was so ecstatic just seeing the Ninja Steel blue and pink. So
So he was my favorite over the weekend.
me
He
too.
stayed in character. Like, the first day he had his hair, he sprayed it red.
Oh yeah,
he he did his morph so perfect. Like he never skipped a beat.
Never.
And then I was doing like the behind the scenes recordings. So like all the morphs that he was doing behind the scenes, like I was there to catch them all. But yeah, he was just happy to be associating with anybody like from the Power Ranger series.
Yeah,
So
he was so
just
so excited.
go up to him and say, hey, can we do the morph together?
Yeah,
His little skit was, he'd be like, he'd tell him, hey, say, hey, Saucier, and and then they just do the morph. But,
okay.
There's gonna be a lot of bloopers all coming because there's some. He did miss a few things.
Okay.
So we got some blooper reels coming. Just keep an eye out for them.
All right. Well, I know that he scared Jim because Jim was walking around the crowd getting the microphone to the fans, and Jim just happened to look back, and he was standing right behind him, just so ecstatic, just seeing us talk to the Rangers, and he
That
scared Jim.
dude snuck up on me so fast. I was
So
turning
fast.
like, oh shit, where the hell you come from?
Yeah, and it was fun. It was fun seeing the Japanese actor being so happy to see the American versions of their seasons. Yeah. So fun. And also with your guests too, you not only like got the Japanese Super Sentai actors for Blue Beetle and their Sentai seasons, you actually have like an American Ranger from Cosmic Fury and Dino Fury. Chance Perez.
Yep.
So that's that. I did not expect that one either. I did not expect that.
So long story short, September. So Kaiju was actually supposed to be another. So we're gonna have 2 more phenomena this year.
Oh, okay.
And I had booked Chance like, right before the last MorePhenomenal, but it was gonna be for. And then that's when things changed, and we, to Kaiju. And we still had, his contract was still signed for those dates. So we're just like, hey, why not just put him on the show? And once we told him like, hey, a couple things changed, he was still super excited to even, be a part of the show. And now with how many people we have and announced, I'm still getting emails from people asking, hey, can I be a part of the show?
Whoa.
But it's like, we've come to the point where, it's either somebody has to sponsor you or you, fly yourself to the event.
Right. Yeah, because you also have to think about like their guarantees and stuff. So like the more you have, the more you kind of gotta worry about that bubble,
Right.
And that's a tricky situation too, especially with like the bigger names and stuff. So you're just like kind of, someone's got to sponsor you. So, and
so we had this big name who really wants to be a part of it, but we've been looking for a sponsor for him. I don't want to drop the name, but I mean Adam has dropped it in the Discord a couple times. But he is a Red Ranger.
Oh,
for a popular series.
Can you tell us who owned the series when he was in it?
Saban. So
okay. Now there's 2 Saban series. I'm just gonna
start. The pre Disney.
Saban. Oh, gotcha.
Christopher.
Christopher.
No, we already had him.
Yeah, they already had.
We don't really like to bring the same guest back, but
yeah.
Wow.
Okay. But some we do because they were they actually treated us nice and
we can't. Well, JDF can't come back. That's pulling a multi-year Jesus that one. So it's got to be
rough. Dude.
TJR came through. It's got to be Steve Cardenas.
Nope, he was already there.
He was there.
Oh, he was already there.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Maybe. Popular fun series. You can't do the guy from Wild Force. He's in jail.
He's out now.
Yeah, he's out now.
But there was an
we
opportunity.
talked so much shit about him, Ron.
Oh,
so you kind of narrowed it down to 2 left.
Okay.
Popular series, so it's either West or Leo.
Leo won't do it unless the whole team's there.
That's
okay. That's
he did get shafted on Forever Red. Makes sense.
Was it the Alien Ranger Red?
Popular season.
I'm sure Adam has told you we don't really do Mighty Morphin era.
Okay, so, fair point. Fair.
So we'll check that. We'll check that one off.
All right. Well, we'll
you think about it. Think about it. You know, it's one that you wouldn't have thought of, but they did just recently have a reunion. So
so we'll interrogate you after this one. Lightspeed Rescue. He was just in a reunion, right?
I said Carter.
Did you? I didn't hear Carter. Did you hear Carter? I didn't. No, yeah. He reached out to us. Yeah.
Will he have his jacket? I saw him wearing one.
I don't know. He's not booked, so. I mean, we would love to book him, of course, but.
Yeah, when I saw the Titanium Ranger with his jacket on, I was like, "Ooh, so screen accurate."
So Red was actually the one that told him, "Hey, come to MorePhenomenal." So
okay,
that's how Sean messaged me. He said, "Hey, Red told me your event was awesome. So I want to be a part of it."
Nice.
And we're just like, oh man, we have so many people booked already. It's like,
yeah, I got you.
It's like crap.
Crap. I mean, unless Zeo the Hero wants to,
sponsor him. How much are we talking? $50 a bag of peanuts or something?
So $100 and a bag of peanuts.
All right, $70 and gummy worms.
So
the highest I will go will be brownies with something in them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Well,
you have to ship them to Michigan, but hey.
Yeah. We'll discuss. We'll iron out the details later.
Yeah. So anybody that's listening to this, you want to sponsor? There you go.
There you go. Okay. What is a normal sponsor? What would they cover?
So flight and hotel. That's what we usually ask for.
Oh.
But it's kind of been more of our good friends that are there every year that sponsor with us.
Okay.
So we don't ask for much help.
Okay.
If people want to help us, whatever they want to put into it, then hey, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We love you. All that, good stuff.
And do sponsors kind of get any kind of special perks or anything, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. So last year, they got the photo op with whoever they sponsored. They got that print with everybody's autograph on there. They got a shirt that said MorePhenomenal on it. So it's mainly there's one that's been a big sponsor to us, BD15 decals and props.
Yes.
He hasn't been to an event yet. Every time we have one, he's always working in a different state or
Okay.
But he's been a good buddy of mine for years, and he loves to help out anytime he can. But he actually got a shout out video from Monica May because he sponsored her.
Okay.
So he got that too. And then whatever extras that we have, if we have anything exclusive at the event, they get that too. So
hey, that's nice. Okay.
And if we have a VIP dinner or something, they'll be there with us.
Okay. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. So another thing I saw with the guest is you actually went out and got anime voice actors, and that's actually fun because this is probably the first time y'all have done that actually, like anime voice.
No, this is actually the second time.
Oh, okay.
First time was in 2018. We had Austin Tyndall.
Okay.
So that was where we tried to mix it up the first time. it didn't work so well, so it stayed Power Rangers for the next couple of years after that. But yeah, it was Austin Tyndall. He was there, 2018. There you'll see a picture floating of us having some drinks with him somewhere.
Hell yeah!
It's him, me, Blake Foster, and Adam.
Oh yeah, I met Blake Foster, and that dude looked like he was intimidating as hell. Just his size. I'm like, you were a little kid when I saw you on TV. What happened?
Yeah, he's gotten really, really muscular. So
yeah, very. Oh my god, the one I'm liking here is Paul Castro. So he did the voice of Hibiki and Go-Go Lose Ranger and Kid Vegeta.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how he did that, because those are two different voices.
I know. I've actually been watching Go-Go Loser Ranger, and he's my favorite character on there. Like, he's a good guy that's if you haven't watched it, but he was a good guy that's turning bad. Like, you love to see the story of it.
Yes, and have you caught season 2 yet?
I have 2 episodes left on season 1.
Okay. Season 2 episode 1 is fun. So good. Starts real fun. Yeah. Like a big conspiracy. And you're like, this season's about to get wacky.
This is about to get whacked.
Yeah.
And it's
you'll like it.
It's a good start.
You'll love it.
Like, if you like season 1, season 2 really picks up and goes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was into it after episode 1. So yeah, I'm excited to see where season 2 goes. Hopefully it continues on. So
yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's been fun watch, definitely. And I actually seen some cosplayers of Go-Go Lose Ranger lately too. I've been seeing. I was like, damn, I didn't expect to see this.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. Any cosplays for Go-Go Loser Ranger yet?
I've only seen them on like Instagram, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Did not know
when someone else talks about Go-Go Loser Ranger, I'm like, someone else.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm like, there's another person.
Oh my gosh, it's not an actual Power Ranger; it's a Go-Go Loser Ranger.
It's a Loser Ranger. They pay these people to beat them up.
Yeah,
and then y'all actually have some really cool cosplayers coming too that I've seen at other cons around Texas as well. And my favorite ones, the Ronin and Kaz Reza.
Oh yeah,
love them.
So I've seen them. They're awesome.
I seen them when they did the Tron one, and I was like, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, every year, I mean, there's always a new cosplayer that comes in. But yeah, we always have like John Stevens, Ali B, Stripe the Warrior.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Jeremy, who we're just acquaintances,
Oh. That's when you get that little twinkle in your eye. You're like sad.
No, he definitely goes out of the box, and he's cosplaying something different. That's not. He does do his Power Rangers, but he does do something else. Like, he's really good at it.
Love it. Well, I like how this is all shaping up to be something spectacular. Same area. Love it, because it's covered parking. In Texas, that's like trying to find water in a desert, So
yeah, they're lucky we don't charge $10 per parking spot.
For real.
That's in 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
No, like, it's covered parking. Like, it's worth it. Like, it's the nicest thing.
Nicest thing, honestly. Yeah.
You can walk inside the area and not have to pay right away just to get in. You can still see everything around you. Like,
oh yeah.
Go hit up vendors and not be obligated to not have to pay to get in, and paid vendors as well. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Love it. Y'all actually have like something different from other cons. Like the vendors that come and sell at y'all's events are actually tailored to like what y'all are there for. Like the MorePhenomenal, there was a lot of Power Ranger vendors.
Oh yeah.
And then this last event, there was a lot more like kaiju and anime stuff. So I love how it is, because when you go to other events, you get like random 3D printer people, and then just random stuff that just doesn't really make sense of what it's there for. But then this one, all the vendors are like tailored to what the event is, and that's what I love the most.
Yeah. So that's John Red Ranger Truck, who's going through all the vendors to see wait, what are you selling, or if it's anything that matches what we're doing, you're pretty much in.
Yeah,
because
and then that one cat lady who has all the really cute cat photo stickers. I love her.
Love that one.
Every time I see her, I'm like, hi.
I mean, it's just more we keep it themed with the vendors because if you're there selling quilts, no one's gonna be there for quilts. They're all gonna be there for toys or some kind of collectible. So it's like we want you to make your money. We don't want you to be there and have a miserable time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why we got to keep it themed with everything.
Yeah, every time I see those wrestlers there, I always ask them, like, put me through a table.
That's our buddy Corvus. So
okay.
So he was actually on our stream last week for the Broken Spanish Announce Table. So he had experience with Sabu, and so he talked about that. But yeah, he's been there the past couple years doing his promotion for his brands.
Okay. So when is y'all's Broken Spanish
Announce Table?
Yeah.
So we do it every Tuesday. So it's 9:30 my time, 8:30 Texas time.
Okay.
So me and John, we talk about wrestling, talk about what's going on, outside of WWE, some here and there. I do some pack openings for cards, like tops and all that.
Okay.
But it's a little bit of everything wrestling.
Is that strictly YouTube, or is that like on across all platforms?
It's on Facebook only right now.
Okay, all right. So Facebook.
So we've kind of been back and forth though between Facebook.
Are you
going
to start doing? Do you guys do Magic for that too, or no?
Magic, the card gathering?
Yeah.
No, let's just say I'm the big wrestling fan. Like, I have.
Well, you're packing cards and stuff. I'm like, well, if you're packing cards,
well, his cards are the wrestling cards. Yeah, from Tops, right? Or who makes those?
Yeah, Tops. Anything I can really find. Like my big hit was.
You guys might be interested in this new release, by the way. There's a new release for Magic, which is all Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know about Magic.
Like Final Fantasy themed, like.
Yeah, it's all Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 1 through the newest one.
Interesting.
Characters and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Like Cloud's in it, Sephiroth, Vivi, the Black Mage from 9. 8,
okay.
9. Yeah, they're all in it. Like it's pretty interesting. I don't keep up that much with Magic lately, but that's one that piqued my interest. And I'm like, oh hey.
I haven't played Magic in
for real, long time.
15 years, maybe.
Damn.
So,
I'm closing on 10 years, man.
Damn. That card you showed us, was that old Dirty Dom?
No, it was Eel Sky.
Oh, okay.
When she beat
Rhea?
Rhea, yeah.
Nice.
But this is This is a rare fraction, so this is a 10 out of 25.
Oh, shit.
Gold.
Okay.
I was hoping for an autograph, but I do have, of course, our guy Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom.
So,
love that.
I was hoping for his autograph for sure, but I did get a package today or yesterday from Tops, and I was gonna reveal it on our next stream. So it's my John Cena order.
Okay.
So I'm hoping there is an autograph in there.
Please. I'm loving this. I'm up in the air on it. This whole John Cena ruining wrestling. I love the idea of it, but I kind of felt like it was kind of thrown at us with it. But it's starting to get a little interesting now. So I'm like, okay, well, he's got 27, 28 more appearances. Let's see what he does with it. Will he take the title with
Dallas this weekend? By the way,
what's in Dallas that for?
Yeah, the Dallas Expo. Oh,
that's right. He's going to be a guest at Fan Expo. Yeah. That's right.
I don't know how he's gonna do it. No one could see him.
Nobody can see this man. Where'd he go?
I'm gonna walk up like, where the hell is John Cena at?
I do love that. That one. What is the company that made his action figure translucent for his going
Funko?
away tour? Yeah,
It was Funko. Yeah, they made a Funko Pop. That's translucent.
Translucent. I love that one, and I was like, "This is hilarious. This is hilarious." Oh,
I mean, it had to have been done. You know,
it had to be done.
John Cena his last year. No one's ever done it yet. So finally, let's go. Let's get with the jokes.
Not to brag, but we went toe to toe with Ted DiBiase one time, and he couldn't hear Jim, and Jim mumbled to him after he said he couldn't hear him. So Jim is like the chicken that walks through the KFC parking lot. You know,
walk to the Valley of Death.
If I gave you that evil laugh, like whatever he does.
Yeah. Hey, so if you could have,
all right, that was that Mandark.
Yeah, that was You're the first person to ever.
Yeah.
So if you could have one wrestler attend y'all's event, like MorePhenomenal or Kaiju, who would it be?
Better question.
Who would your dream wrestler be?
Oh, wait. Before we answer that one, my question is: if you could have one wrestler who attends your funeral, which one would it be?
Ooh, that's a better one.
Okay, so
who would you let
me go with the first question.
Only one.
Only one question.
Yeah.
No, only one wrestler.
Only one wrestler to let you down one more time.
I mean, for my funeral, I would have to go RVD because he'd smoke one for me.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. All right. Okay.
So, but for an event, I go with my guy Jeff Hardy. He's
wait, just Jeff, or would you go Jeff and Matt?
Well, you said one wrestler, so it's gonna be Jeff.
Well, okay, but in my defense, Jeff and Matt are one person. they gotta be together.
They are not. They are
just
separate
because you have face blindness doesn't mean anything, Billy.
Jeff's career has always been up here. Matt's career has been here.
Okay, that's a fair point. So, that's fair. Okay.
So Jeff has accomplished more, even though Matt, of course, has been jealous. But it was finally time for the fans to get Jeff's, his titles and. So, but he's always been a fan favorite. I seen any fans hate him.
No, never. Never.
So he's just been the only entertaining guy in wrestling aside from RVD to to keep the fans going.
Yeah. RVD. I remember watching him as a kid, so I love every time and then he came back that one time. I was like, oh, this is amazing, So yeah, RVD. Man, we almost got to go meet Matt and Jeff in Temple. They were at a card, like a collectible store, and I was like, I have got to go meet these guys. Like I used to watch them when they used to come up the tunnel, just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. So Jeff doing his pelvic thrusts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's always fun. And then
so you met them then, right?
No, I didn't even get to go.
Really? Oh, man.
I was so sad. And then Sting went to the same collectible store. They get to go meet the Icon. So dang. But we've had our fun. We've had our fun here. They wrestlers are always coming through here, and we have a bunch that live here in Austin. So I'll bump into one day, and then I'll put them through a table. So,
no, I mean, I've met Jeff more than I have met Matt. I did meet both of them a couple years ago together, and then this past April, I met Lita. So I actually got to meet all of Team Extreme. Finally.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Wow. I've met RVD. I was part of a smoke session, I guess you can say, with the Godfather one time.
Oh, okay. Ringing some bells here. Oh man, you're saying some names that I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah. Oh my God. What's your favorite promotion to watch now?
Still WWE.
Okay.
TNA. I mean, TNA did have its peak early 2000s. You know, when
Yes.
Jeff went over there, and then RVD and everybody was going over. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of been back and forth.
Right.
But the past 10 years now, it's been WWE.
Right. I've been Raw and SmackDown for last 2 years, but I kind of get into a little bit of NXT because of what's his name? Trick Williams. I've been really loving his little entrance and how just everybody says whoop that trick.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I'm sitting there laying on my bed, I'm like, whoop that trick.
I mean, now he's made history. He's now the TNA champion.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So that is something I never thought I would have seen
Yes.
ever in wrestling. Like,
oh yeah.
or at least WWE.
The one thing I got a question is, how did Stephanie Vacure lose to that lady?
I mean, I don't know. I can see her being champ for just a few more months, probably till SummerSlam, and then they, bring her over.
Yep. Oh yeah, because
Um,
I feel like they're gonna call her Stephanie Vacure up since she's
Yeah.
made so many appearances. I feel like it's about time because Raquel just came up too, so kind of want to see. I want to see Raquel destroy Judgment Day. That's what I want to see. I want to see that.
it might happen.
Oh, this dude is such a bit. I mean, man.
What? Hey, Clark Kent's back. Clark Kent is back. Oh, okay.
Is the trailer for Superman? Are you ready for that?
And I haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it either.
Yeah, I heard it's really good though. The trailer.
I am excited for this movie.
Like excited or excited?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Excited.
Well,
cannot hide how much I watch this movie.
Well, John,
James Gunn production, man. I'm here for it.
I do see a toy collection behind you. What is your what's your go-to right now?
Like, it's nothing. You just turn off your camera.
Just hear you throw your camera against the wall. Wham, nothing.
So I have a mix of a lot of toys behind me. I have Power Rangers, of course, you can see.
Yep.
I have WWE. So there's my Jeff Hardy.
And
then over here you have Legos.
So, bold. Okay.
So I have a mix of everything.
Nice.
But my go-to
long machines.
Yeah.
So Legos was this hobby my wife and I got into.
Oh,
so,
fun.
Power Rangers, it's always been my thing, especially WWE and wrestling. But my go-to that's behind me. So right here in the center, I have a screen-used Astromorpher that was used by Cassie or Patricia.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
respectable.
That is, yeah. So that's my go-to.
Nice. How did you get a hold of a screen use prop?
All right. So 2016, I go down to so I drive to California from Texas. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of Josh Wenzilla.
Okay, I've heard of that. Yes.
Okay, so so Josh, he's my buddy from here in Michigan too. So he actually flew down to Texas so he can drive with me to Paramorphicon. So at the time, our buddy Nathan Blue, I'm not sure if you ever heard his name before. He was a big name in the Power Ranger, franchise. Well, not franchise, but like in the scene. Like 2012 and up.
Oh, okay. I wasn't in there then.
Well, he did some art for a lot of the Power Rangers. He also helped do the art or the comic for the Order when that was supposed to be a thing.
Yes, I remember that.
So he had a booth there. They asked if we wanted to help him out. We said yeah. So that's how we got into Paramorphicon. So we just had to get there. Next to us was Mark Richardson. So in between him having to use the bathroom or breaks or whatever, he would ask, "Hey, can you guys watch my booth?" Or if people want to buy something, can you just help them out? We're like, "Yeah, man, of course." So Paramorphicon comes to an end, and for helping him, Mark, he gives us discounts on things. So so that was one of the main things I wanted was that Morpher. So he was all right. Well, you've been eyeballing it all weekend. Here you go. I'll sell it to you for this. I was yes, please.
Done.
But he also gave me some free stuff. I got like some crew hats from the movie when they wore them behind the scenes and stuff. And Nathan got like a Chrono Blaster. Josh got something. I forget what it was, but it was cool. Little things here and there. So it was we were so thankful for the items, and we were just happy to have helped them for that.
Oh, that's cool. It said her name though in the wristband, right? It said like Pink or Cassie or.
He told me, and he wrote it on a piece of paper. He didn't give me like an actual like authenticity thing because it was something that was sold personally from him and not from our Morphicon.
Gotcha.
So he just wrote, Morpher by what's his name. So
gotcha.
And I took a picture with him and his wife at the time together with it. So it was a pretty fun Morphin Morphicon.
That
phenomenal.
I've always wanted to go with that. So for me, it's just getting out of Texas is the hardest part. So
because it takes
part of that drive is
leaving
leaving Texas
to get out. 12 hours to get out of there.
Yeah, for real.
Like I drove overnight one night from LA back to Dallas. That was 25 hours.
Jeez.
Can't do it.
I'm not doing that again. It was an all day plus all morning plus all day.
Yeah.
He said halfway back he woke up screaming. He's like, I just had a nightmare. How? You were driving.
The craziest dream. Wait, you were driving.
You was driving. Yeah. So
yeah, that was the worst part. Driving from San Antonio to LA when it could have just been an easy flight there.
Yeah, for real.
But the road trip, with my buddy Josh, that was.
I will say that road trip is really nice. Did you do the 3-day road trip for it or 2 days?
So I mean, it took us like maybe 15 hours to drive there.
Yeah, okay.
Were you going from El Paso?
No, San Antonio.
Oh, yes. Okay, close enough. Yeah. Oh, this is San Diego, right? It was San Diego.
Yeah, we drove through. We drove through Arizona, New Mexico,
that whole chunk, man. Like New Mexico, Arizona, even if you go up to towards Nevada, it's all really pretty, but there's nothing there.
Nothing.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
The mountains are nice.
I love that.
The mountains are gorgeous.
Yeah.
True.
Those foothills, because it was in. You guys drove to San Diego, right?
What happened?
You guys drove to San Diego, right?
No, we drove to Pasadena.
Okay, Pasadena. Okay, yeah. That mountain range and primo drive.
Yeah. So do you have pills have eyes?
Yeah, they do. They do. Short story.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Just a movie.
Oh my god. Yeah, not fun.
It was not. Our AC was cranked up, but the heat was still coming in.
You still, the UV just hits you, cooking inside there. Yeah, I feel that.
Yep. Yeah, no, I drove back. A buddy of mine had wanted me driving back from California to Texas, and that whole we got through Death Valley, right? And dude, the back of my head had a sunburn on it. It was so bad. I was like, Jesus.
Damn, how the hell that happened?
Right.
Because you're driving and the sun's going down behind you the whole time. Going through Death Valley, the sun's in the west. The whole time, and it just back ahead.
Cooked them.
Yeah, like a sunroof or a moonroof.
No, it was just a Nissan.
He had no window tint. That's what it was. He was fish bowling.
Yeah, well, it had the Nissan window tint, but it's not that amazing.
Yeah,
not that amazing.
So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
okay, but so that's fun, and you're in Michigan now, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So
no, but during the wintertime, I do wish I was still in Texas for sure.
Yeah, you guys get those stupidly hard, horribly harsh winters, but they get rough. The one thing I like in Michigan is like the sun comes up in the winter, it's up at like 9, and then it goes back down at 6. It's like, oh hey, the sun. Bye, son.
Bye, son. What happened to the day?
Yeah. So, I'm assuming You're not a Wolverines fan, are you?
No, I'm not really a sports guy unless it's
Okay.
entertainment, you know. But
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's just a time where I lost track of football and all the sports because
Oh.
you know sometimes there's days you don't have cable and you don't have anything to watch. So
You speak into the choir. I feel that.
Then you watch questionable anime, and then you feel really weird about things, and you start questioning your whole
What are
life.
you talking about?
Yeah.
We have toys behind us. Of course, we feel questionable all the time.
yeah,
It sounds like us problem.
I've been
I have a half naked Homer behind me. Come on.
Oh yeah, I've been eyeballing that. Like, what's going on with that?
So
Homerotica.
I will tell you. So the dude who I bought those from, so both of these are the same person. He worked on the Iron Giant.
Oh yes,
dang, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, he worked on the Iron Giant. We ended up talking to him for a while. Ended up buying these 2 pieces from the dude. Super nice guy. But yeah, he worked for the Simpsons. He worked on Simpsons, and then the Cats Can Dance. So both those movies, TV show and movie, and Iron Giant. But he wanted he didn't want way too much for the Iron Giant. But I couldn't buy the Iron Giant stuff. Every time I looked at it, I wanted to cry. I'm like, can't cry.
So emotional.
I'm a man.
What a train wreck. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, that was interesting. I was gonna say about the Wolverines, a fun fact about Michigan is that Ann Arbor. I'm gonna give you a
the fun fact of Michigan. So the fun fact of Michigan, you can buy 2.5 ounces a day instead of the 1 ounce everywhere else.
Well, the football stadium in Ann Arbor is built on the highest point of Michigan because they look over Michigan. That was it, Jim.
You also know most of the strawberries in the United States are grown in Michigan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, there's grow plants there's grow places out there that uses pink light as well.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got
also Michigan has 2 sections of the state. There's one north and one south.
I didn't.
It's the only state split like that. But it is also a part of the state that you have to go to Canada to get to.
Huh. So, John, you be beefing with people up north or south? You be beefing with them?
Man, I don't even know people up north. I'm just
you don't have any time in the day to meet anyone.
You know,
I've seen the bridge, but I've never crossed it. So I've never been to the Upper Peninsula.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
You never taken the wrong exit. We're like, oh crap, we're going to Canada.
Well, if you ever run into some ops up there, something like that in the north, let us know. We'll come out there and scrap with you.
By the time you guys get here, I'm dead.
You'll be done. He'll be done with
the one thing I don't like about Michigan, man, like there's no spicy food up there. There's no spice.
True. I mean
unless
you're Mexican like me, you know, you'll add hot sauce to anything. So,
dude, we were born and raised here. Like spice is life here. Dude, I was so depressed up there. It was so depressing.
You're depressed everywhere.
That's true, but doesn't mean anything right now. Like I was sitting there.
Oh my god.
Oh,
you know, and through the times, I've met so many people that have moved from Texas up here.
Really?
Like, so it's funny because there's at least 10 people that I met that were born and raised in the city that I was in Texas, which is a little town called Asherton.
Yeah,
so like it's 2.5 hours south from San Antonio.
Yep.
Nothing there. You know, you're driving through it. You blink, you're done. Like it's So
there's not a red light. Well, they just add the red light.
There's one light.
It's one light.
One light. One gas station. One. I think it's. That's Family Dollar. I was gonna say $1 General, but nope, it's Family Dollar. And I met people that have moved up here to Bay City that lived there, you know, and I'm just like, wow, like that's just a shock, you know.
Yeah, out of all places.
Yeah. And so it's just crazy to just see that.
Have you met your own people with the same interests as you up there as well?
Like Power Rangers, wrestling,
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do there. Yes, he has.
So I did have friends from high school, and then Josh Wenzilla, he actually was cosplay with Muscle Geek Physique. I don't know if you remember them.
Oh,
Or,
haven't heard of them.
So Muscle Geek Physique and Workout Buddy Cosplay, they're the ones that it was the two guys that were together, and they had that big Power Ranger proposal video. I don't know if you remember that years ago. Like it blew up. It blew up on social media. So they did a cosplay team, and my buddy Josh from up here in Bay City was part of that. So wherever they were going, he would fly out there. So Josh is one of the ones that I met from the conventions and from Facebook, the Ranger store and Power Rangers traders, buyers, sellers. So I meet a lot of people from there that I meet everywhere now. So so him, and then the guys in Texas. So Adam, Muff, John. If it wasn't for the Power Ranger community, I never would have met him. I would never be a part of MorePhenomenal,
Exactly. So, yeah, the connections that you make through. Oh, you can actually say the grid. Power Ranger pun. Zing.
Boom.
Okay.
Get it right now.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, okay. Yeah, that's actually, man, that's cool to hear another person's perspective from like another state. So yeah, okay. But yeah, so thanks again for joining us on tonight's episode of Zeo to Hero with Billy and Jim and our special guest Johnny Badass V. So thanks, John, for joining us tonight, talking Kaiju Matsuri, the guests, cosplayers, the vendors, like what it's gonna be, the date. Definitely rattle off the date again and location and how you can find it.
I appreciate you guys, having me on tonight. But yeah, Kaiju Matsuri, it's gonna happen at the Wonderland of the Americas, September 13th and 14th. So here down in Texas. Mm-hmm. I always say here because but So then we have some amazing guests, both from anime, Super Sentai, Power Rangers. It's mixing of everything this year.
Sweet.
So.
And you can always download a Fan Guru app on the Android Play Store or the Apple Store, and just search up. So you can search up MorePhenomenal Expo, and it'll bring you right to theirs to keep up to date with guests, cosplays, gatherings, panel times. So whenever you get there, and where can people find you at or MorePhenomenal?
So you can find MorePhenomenal on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So pretty much any social media, MorePhenomenal is on there. Me and myself, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Somewhat, I'm here and there on TikTok, but
okay.
But yeah, mainly if you want to reach out to me, it's Instagram. But
sweet. All right. Well, definitely. If y'all are still listening to this, you can catch us at Zeo to Hero, the podcast, across all social platforms. I'm starting to get back on there to start posting our toy collections because I have bought a lot since the last time our last episode was. So definitely go check us out on all social platforms. Jim, you need to go get that Bigfoot vlogger and dispose of him pretty quickly.
It's your cousin Tony, man.
Tony, go get him.
Go get him. So yeah, we'll definitely end this episode 9 on a Gia. There we go. That's good enough. Okay.
Y'all.
I don't know how to respond to that.
But thank you, John, for joining us tonight. It was always fun talking to a new person, especially from another state. And that actually helps out with MorePhenomenal Expo and actually flies down here. And they say that people fly from Michigan and you must be the one. So, so definitely. All right. Well, anyways, everybody, see you later. Bye, John.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a hero, but you're not? Do you want to be a Jiro or a Kojiro, but you can't because you're not Japanese? Have you considered Zeo to Hero? Remember,
Heroes come and go. Idiots are forever.
Jimbalee!
Recording then.
Here we go.
Craig,
Yeah.
shut up. Thank you, Craig.
Oh my god. Okay.
Dude, the
All
day that we have the, uprising, Craig's gonna find me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm scared
It's gonna
about
happen.
robots lately. I mean, that Google VO3, that thing scared me. I was like, that's it. I don't know.
What threw me off was the ChatGPT stuff that can talk now. Like, it can make stuff that actually talks. So I'm like,
Wait, like
Nope.
as in,
Yep. The
Oh,
full audio, video, everything. The whole
That's-
9 yards.
that's a little terrifying.
Yep. I'm not looking forward to it.
That's a little scary.
Nope.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
at all.
Whoa. Tip of tongue, teeth, and mouth. Oh, Jim, that was nasty. Don't do that again, please. Yeah. All right. As Seth Rollins will say, we are revolutionaries. Let's do this.
Heroes rise when shadows cast through the timelines flying fast. Legends old with stories vast. In their hands the morphers clasped. Battles fought with heart and steel. Courage in the wounds they heal. From the future to reveal. Heroes stand, they never kneel. CO2 hero lightning blast, breaking free from what's behind. Echoes of the mighty past, guardians of a newer kind. From the chaos order springs, power from the morphing wings. In the silence, hope still sings, destiny in golden rings. Foes may rise a billion strong, standing tall they'll right the wrong. Every heart beats like a gong. Through the night they march along. CO2 the hero lightning blast, breaking free from what's behind. Echoes of the mighty past, guardians of a newer kind.
This is the Zeo to Hero podcast.